With the new map just beyond the sunset, I think it's pivotal to take a look at one of the least played and least fun, in my opinion, roles in Valorant, and break down why it's so different to playing every other agent, and how to correctly play this group of agents, and of course I'm talking about none other than smokers. The smoking role as a whole has always set a lot of people aback due to its natural difficulty. If you don't come from a tactical shooter player base or a tactical shooter genre, it's very difficult to adapt to using smokes correctly, and a lot of the time a lot of the players are shunned away, as, let's be honest, the Valorant community, especially in ranked, isn't the best place to learn how to use and apply your smokes. I won't be explaining how to play a smoker role definitively in this video. This is more about helping you position yourself correctly, and it's a bit of an advanced video because everyone knows how to smoke now. You've seen all the pro guys videos, you've seen all the ways to play smokers. However, one thing I see time and time again is that the smokers in this class don't ever position themselves to play to their strengths, but rather seem to forget that every single smoker tends to play the game a bit differently. So, without further ado, I think we should get into this video today. Playing as a smoker, besides giving you lung cancer, is one of the most proactive roles in the entire game. It requires constant maneuvering and constant utility management in order to smoke off pivotal points in the map. It is not a role for the faint-hearted, as it requires quick thinking and quick placing of smokes in the correct area, where the faintest and slightest smoking mistake could result in a catastrophe for your entire team. And when not played correctly, it can really be felt. We've all gone up against the one smoker on the enemy team who just seems to know what he's doing, holding down the fort and never allowing anyone to pass through his smokes. It is one of the most threatening and terrifying things to go against, as a good smoker can really turn the tide in the game. Swiftly moving on, I wanted to talk about the two subclasses present in Valorant. Now, while smokers as a whole are a class, it should be noted that within this class there are anchors and there are aggressors. These anchors are sort of like a second sentinel. We're talking about characters like Viper, Brimstone, or anyone else that possesses a molly. These two characters are really good at smoking off choke points and then using the molly really quickly to either deal insane substantial damage to the enemy team, like the Viper smokes are combined with the Viper molly, or to slow down a push and prevent the enemy team from taking a site. Using a Brimstone smoke followed by a Brimstone molly is extremely powerful, as the molly will actually last the majority of the duration of the smoke, giving more than enough time for your team to rotate to the site that you are on. Aggressive smokers, on the other hand, must use their smokes much more proactively compared to an anchor. An anchor can hold a point, put the smokes down and breathe lightly, as it knows it's done its job. However, an aggressor can never stay in one place for too long. Characters like Omen or Harbor must always be ready to use their smokes at the appropriate time in order to completely take over the map. Omen, specifically with his blind and his teleport, has to create as much confusion as possible and aggressively push a site in order to prevent the enemy team to actually put up a strategy and prevent the push. Harbor needs to take as much of the site as possible with this wall and use his cascade in order to help get his team on site, especially when fighting against operators. It is quite a strong combo, and I highly suggest learning Harbor. He's extremely fun to play. But on the other upside of this, characters like Astra, while not as popular as Harbor, Omen, or Brimstone, and requiring much more difficulty, are the most proactive smokers in the entire game. Astra, while she can place stars down to predict where the enemy is going, she must pick them up just as fast, and after all the subsequent nerfs she suffered, I'm afraid she's just not what she used to be. I would strongly suggest against playing Astra. However, if you have taken the time to master her, her strength truly lies in teamwork. Her suck and her stun are two of the most annoying post-plant abilities to play against, and when used correctly can really win you rounds very easily. Just make sure you are duoing when playing Astra, as she works best with another ally. To bring this all together, one thing I can say for sure is that if you're playing Omen and Astra, you can pretty much play anywhere on the map. Your positioning is much less crucial, as you have global effect on the map control. However, if you're playing someone like Brimstone, whilst your iPad does cover a majority of most maps, it is much more crucial for you to play around the mid region. Your smokes do not travel as far and require much more calculated timing to put down. Although Brimstone is one of the easiest smokers in the game, he is still very pivotal to most teams, as his ultimate can really turn a game around. Playing someone like Harbor is significantly different to everyone else on this list. Harbor's main strength lies in his ability to take space and create blind spots and unique fights for enemies. If you are going to play Harbor, you should always know that you need to position yourself to isolate fights rather than smoke off choke points. His entire playstyle is centered around making sure that no one on the enemy team can see what's going on. And using your alcove correctly, you can definitely get a plant down very easily without risking the life of yourself or any of your teammates. Astra, on the other hand, because she has her astral form, she can play anywhere on the map, which does gives her a bit more safety in her kit, as it allows her to play stars and go into astral form without the dangers of being shot by an enemy. Characters like Viper actually are the strongest anchors in the game. However, if she has the downside, of being on a site that the enemies aren't pushing, you've already placed down most of your utility, and the most powerful place of utility in your kit, being your wall, is now borderline useless because it was placed incorrectly. Not at your fault, obviously, because the team just chose to push another site, but now you are out of your core piece of utility. Thank you everyone for watching. If you want any more tips on smokers or any other class, please leave them in the comments below. I really appreciate all of your support. Just at the end of the video, I want to thank everyone for 116 subscribers. It's a long journey ahead of us, but who knows, maybe with your support we'll be able to reach 1 million subscribers very soon. A man can dream. As always, make sure to like, share and subscribe to content. Every single piece of every single bit of this channel that gets put out there is amazing, and yeah, thank you all. Have a good one. Bye bye.